Good morning, everyone. Today's St. Patrick's Day, 2025. I wanted to reach out because some things happened last week that kind of left me in a funky state of mind, and I wanted to share that with you all. I don't know that I've done a video on resilience, but it's really got me thinking about sitting in your own resilience. What can you handle? What should you not handle? What can you put up with, and what should you not? So I just did a big event over the weekend. It turned out wonderful. Lots of good information, lots of family members that have passed on coming through for those in the audience, and lots of wonderful messages just to remind the loved ones that are still living that spirit does live on and they're with them. But prior to that, it was Thursday, prior to that, I had a reading with the gal, and she had reached out a couple weeks before because my booking schedule's pretty full. So she reached out to get a session, and in her email, she instantly had said, I want specific names and dates, first names, last names, details. And I replied back to her, listen, I'm not that kind of medium. I'm going to give you evidence this is your person, but it's probably not going to have all those details that you want. So we better just not, work on this, and I'll cancel and you find a different medium. And then she replied back with, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Okay, I'll still do the reading. So we did the reading, even though I was hesitant. In the reading, I thought a lot of wonderful things came through. I do a lot of readings. I do 5 readings a day, 5 days a week. I mean, I kind of can gauge if they're good or bad now at this point, after all these years. So I did a reading for this gal, and as soon as I sent it to her, she replied back and told me how phony I was and how false believing I was, and that I was just full of crap. And I mean, it was a seething email. Let me just tell you, it was paragraph after paragraph of how horrible I was. And so I sat with that. I mean, I'm a humble person. I'm going to sit with that, and I'm going to let people pick at me. And did I do something wrong? And so I listened to her session a time or two through, and it was an average, if not above average session. So I didn't see what was wrong with it. But she demanded I refund her money. And because I am an ethical human being, I gave her money back. What I don't want is that kind of energy around me. And I knew going in, but because I have such an open heart and I'm so vulnerable. But the reason for this video is because I want to say I'm resilient. I mean, that hurt. It stung. It stung for a good 5 days. But I'm also resilient, and I know when I give a reading to other people that it turns out fabulous for them, that their father came through, or their husband came through, or their baby came through, a miscarriage they had that no one else knew. That is so validating, and that is why I continue to do the work that I do. Whether I get names or not, one day I ask Spirit, give me the names, give me some details so I have even more evidence, but I'm not stuck on that because I know what I'm feeling, and I'm sharing that with the people in front of me. And I just wanted to say that for anyone who's out doing any kind of work like this, mediumship is absolutely the hardest. First of all, it's all woo-woo, right? It's the unseen world. You can't see who you're talking to from a human perspective. I can describe how they look and I can give that to someone else, but the average person, no, not really. So it's pretty far out there. I get a lot of people that want to, quote the Bible and bash the Bible and why am I doing this? Or there'll be posts on social media, someone's looking for a medium, and my name might get referenced, but then there's 3 or 4 haters in there that just say, oh, that's all the work of the devil, and to each their own. This isn't a video about me picking on people. But it is a video about me saying, stand in your own resilience, stand in your own power. If you know that you're full of ethics and morals and guidance, and you're not out to deceive people, you're not out to do it wrong for people, and let them have their day, let haters hate, and just give yourself some grace through it all, because even after all these years of doing readings, there's still some that I don't get. There's still some that aren't perfect, and I'm okay with that. I'm not perfect. I'm completely flawed, like everybody else. So I send you all so much love. I hope it's a beautiful day. Just stand in your own power, even if you have to sit with it for a few days and it's yucky and sticky, and no one wants to feel humiliated and embarrassed and, wronged. But sit with that and then overcome quickly. Let people hate. It's their own story. They say hurt people. Well, this girl was really hurting. 20 years of alcohol abuse, she told me, and drugs and all the things that you can imagine that she shared. I didn't even bring that up in the reading, but I knew what I was dealing with going in. I just want you all to know, hang in there. If this is a calling for you, whether it's Reiki or mediumship or massage or anywhere where you're touching a person or you're in contact with a person or you're just in customer service, people are still going to hate. They're still not going to like who you are because it's who they are. So just let that be. Love yourself through it. You'll get through it. And I just wanted to say, have an amazing day. I mean, go rock it.